Days where you can get exclusive merch deals and special menu items. That runs through August 15th through the end of September. And for first-time Universal hosting pass holder nights, that is set for August 16th and 17th. So usually the parks get a little quieter when school goes back in session.
They do.
So
Great time to go.
Perfect for that,
and
right?
it's better weather anyway, too.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
True.
You're watching Good Day Orlando Extra on Fox 35 and streaming on the Fox Local app.
Well, welcome back. This is a special day here on Good Day Orlando Extra because we were just saying that as long as we've all worked together, which is a very long time, right? That I don't think the three of us have ever done a show like this together.
No, we're
right?
all good friends. We've been together a lot on TV, but not together in the studio.
Not inside this building.
Yeah.
It's historical and hysterical.
It is. We'll probably be both.
Yes. We're glad you're here, David.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's an
Glad
honor
you're
to be
here.
sitting
He was
next to you.
joking with us. He's like, gosh, you guys are having to fill all this time today. He's like, normally I'm the one filling all the time for you out in the field. I said, that's
Oh,
true.
it just hit me. We don't have David to throw
That's right.
to.
I know.
We could be in big trouble.
I'm not sure what we have in this show, but we're going to find out. In the meantime, we hope you're in the holiday spirit. Oh, Lord. It is July 25th. So that means it's Christmas in July. Many people hold fun celebrations on this day. Some even start thinking about planning their Christmas season decorations. Earlier this week, I took you to one of Florida's biggest Christmas warehouses called Marge's Specialties. Now, this weekend, the store is holding a big Christmas in July sale. It starts today it started already at 8:30, and it runs through Sunday at, today's Thursday. I'm sorry, it starts tomorrow at 8:30.
People are running out the door, David.
Lined up already.
Apologies. I thought today was Friday. Now, this is what is a big deal about the store. They never, ever offer a discount throughout the year.
Wow.
But tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, 20% off, and the store will be packed. Packed.
Wow.
I can tell you that.
Yeah.
It's 50,000 square feet of Christmas delight, and the store has been in business since 1975.
It was impressive when you were
Incredible.
there. And you've been to so many cool places. What does
Yeah.
it take to stand out these days?
That's a great question, and that place does not stand out on the exterior. You drive by an OBT, it looks like a warehouse.
Yeah.
And I asked the owner, why don't you do something big and almost tacky and gaudy?
Yeah.
And,
On the outside.
yeah, and they go, they tried a few years back, but it just got too expensive, and they lost track of the process. But enough people know about it, so I'm going to say the answer to your question, Ryan, might be solid word of mouth today. It
Interesting.
matters,
Yeah.
right? Because they don't advertise on TV.
Right. Well, we just helped him.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
we
right.
did.
Checks in the mail, then, folks. In social media, they do well on social media.
Yeah.
So, and Christmas is a big deal for people who design, who are into that holiday. And it's not something I think about in July typically.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to buy some of those higher priced trees or decor, 20% off is 20% off.
That's a lot of money. Sure, absolutely. And everybody's looking to save money right now.
When I always
so.
walk in that store, I'm like, dang, man, the trees are like cool. They spin.
Yeah.
They're themed.
Train around it, right?
Yeah. Well, I love our tree. It's a beautiful tree, but it's very much that we have collected ornaments over the past 20 years.
I think that's most people, though.
Are they?
David.
Okay.
Right. It's the kid. That's what makes it special to me. It's the ornaments that the kids made and the ornament that you bought on a vacation that reminds you of that place, or something that was passed down from your grandmother.
Yeah. Those are the ones I feel pressure when I'm putting them up, not to break them.
Oh, yeah.
Because the little ones you can replace. Something that goes back that has that meaning, that's different.
I always put the tree skirt out, and we have kind of a big tree skirt, and fluff it out really good when I decorate, just for that reason, because if I do drop it, at least it lands on something soft, right?
Or Maisie doesn't jump on it.
Yeah, good point. No, that's true. That's true. Well, anyways, that was cool. Cool to see Marge's earlier this week. So, Orlando International Airport is also celebrating today. The airport's going to have photo ops with Santa and Mrs. Claus. Look how cute this is. A Paw pilot will be dressed up as Santa Paws, and the airport's going to be giving out festive treats. It starts in about an hour. You can find this in the Hyatt Atrium in the North Terminal of the airport. We're still showing Marge's. I'm not sure why, but yeah. But head to the Hyatt Atrium if you would like to take part in that, and you're headed somewhere today.
In 1 hour, Amy, that starts, right?
Okay. Right, 1 hour at Orlando International. And we did find some other ways to celebrate Christmas in July. Today, you can decorate your house, you can host a festive gathering, prepare a Christmas feast, listen to some festive music, play festive games. One of our producers, Maria, is wearing her Christmas sweater today, but she can do that indoors because it's freezing in here.
That's right.
It is cold.
You can exchange a gift to watch a Christmas Christmas movie. Watch Buddy the Elf and see David live on your television. Shop for deals for real Christmas in December. I think probably a lot of people do that.
And David and I did our part. We've got our red ties on. We're feeling the Christmas this morning.
You guys look good.
I think if I started decorating my house today, my HOA would get a call from my very angry neighbor.
Yeah.
They would.
Yeah.
That's been a big point of debate now.
It's been.
Even before Thanksgiving,
But a lot of places have started to kind of loosen up the rules. There were some new laws that passed on July 1 that kind of loosened up the HOA rules. So, yes.
Welcomed new laws.
Yes, yeah.
Well, it's
So
to keep the person from just keeping it up all year, thinking, I'm just going to leave it up. It's good enough. All right, well, maybe you're not into Christmas, but you want to celebrate spooky season. That is almost year-round now. The latest holiday trend is called Summerween. It's a tribute to people who love Halloween so much they want to start celebrating in the summer. And I guess the term Summerween originated from a cartoon. It's a Disney Channel animated series called Gravity Falls. All the way back in 2012, the residents of that fictional town, they loved Halloween so much, they decided they would celebrate twice a year. So the summertime celebrations, you actually get pool parties, barbecues, or beach days with Halloween decor and traditions. I mean, they even carve jack-o'-lanterns in some case. They tell ghost stories. So they go all out in this. Watch a horror movie. The trend picked up steam recently after the video of a celebration came to life, went viral on TikTok. And I might add, our theme parks are getting involved in this now that they're starting in August.
It's crazy.
Well, it's funny. I was at Busch Gardens yesterday walking from the new roller coaster, Phoenix Rising, back to our car. And it was backstage. And you know what they were building? All the Halloween maze sets.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And you're right, Ryan. It is a year-round business now.
Yeah, it's
particularly
gotten bigger
for the theme parks. In fact, Valencia College now has multiple classes that you can study that when you graduate from their, it's like a subdivision of the theater arts division. It's how to build haunted houses that last. And those kids that are graduating from Valencia in those programs are getting good jobs straight out of college
Where
at
else
Universal.
are you getting that education?
Right,
You know?
and the theme parks need them.
Oh, sure, because it's a massive undertaking.
Right, the staff is huge for that. And so if your kids are looking for something unique to do with their lives,
absolutely,
Halloween year-round is a career.
There you go.
And that brings us to our question of the day. Which holiday do you want to celebrate? Christmas in July or Summerween? Scan the QR code on the screen and let us know what you think. We're going to tell you the results at the end of the show. I'm going to go with Summerween if I had to choose.
I've never heard of that until today. I got to tell you.
That's new.
It's new
What would
for
you
me.
pick?
Christmas in July.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I think that's going to be the overwhelming winner. I don't want to influence the jury out there, but we'll see.
Definitely Christmas. All right, you can watch horror movies with David. We're going to jump into our hot topics now happening today. NASA and Boeing going to give us an update on the Starliner crew. Astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sudie Williams have been stuck, so to speak, on the ISS for over a month now, way past their return date because of thruster failures and helium leaks on board the Starliner capsule. So the mission exceeded its 45-day battery window. Today is day 51. There is still no return date set for the Starliner crew. 11:30 is when that news conference is going to happen. We had Ken Kramer on earlier, and he's a space enthusiast and an expert, and Ken says there's nothing to worry about. He says he is more concerned about the Falcon 9s being grounded right now. The reason the Falcon 9s are grounded is because the last time they sent up a Falcon 9, we're talking SpaceX now, different companies, that they had some issues with the Starlink satellites that they deployed, and they did not make it into the proper orbit. And so the FAA has told basically SpaceX, look, until you guys get that figured out, no more launches.
Yeah, and what's interesting is, they've done this hundreds of times.
Right.
So they've had one issue.
Over 300.
Yeah, I mean, just the success rate is astronomical. So hopefully they can figure it out and get it up quick. So
right, they need to, because we have two astronaut launches back to back. One that was supposed to happen early August and then one late August. And they need to get. Here's the problem. Now we've got two vehicles up at the ISS. Right, you've got the Boeing Starliner and you have the Crew Dragon. We need to get some astronauts home before we can send another vehicle up.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of a mess right now.
Domino effect with that delay.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see.
Let's talk about this. Cybersecurity company CrowdStrike, who you may not have heard of a week ago, you have now. Trying to get to the bottom of what triggered that last week. It's actually a very big cybersecurity company. The company is outlining plans to keep this from never happening again, disrupting systems across the world. The company is saying there was a bug in an update which allowed its system to push bad data out to millions of customers on on computers. That's how Microsoft got involved. It caused things like planes to be grounded. We've seen a lot of that. Windows operating systems to crash. That's that blue screen of death that you saw a lot. And then it gives customers more control also is what they're hoping to do over when updates happen and maybe when they roll those out. We had talked about before, maybe not on a Friday before such busy weekend travel.
That was one of the biggest complaints, that they did it on a Friday morning. Two, that this is a company that is supposedly one of the best in the world. And how did this happen? And I think, too, that companies like Delta, which have now on, almost 4 days of a total meltdown, for that airline, what recourse do they have when there's a company that's like, oh, sorry, and they probably lost, I don't know, hundreds of millions of dollars in business? And,
absolutely. Well, in fact, Elon Musk had said Tesla wasn't going to use them anymore moving forward. So we'll see if
you know who rolls out updates, right? Apple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's in your control.
Right. But it shows you how it's great to have technology, but how much we rely on that, and how quickly things can go. I mean, they had planes flying empty because they couldn't do ticketing. I mean, it's scary.
Yeah, it is. And I think the other thing I think we learned from it is that we rely way too heavily on one company to do something, right? And I think that, you bring up a good point about Apple, right? It's like we need to spread things out a little bit, and that's why, there's all these laws about not having monopolies, and they try to very carefully control those things because it's scary.
The one thing I've heard from federal officials, this was kind of an accident, if you will. Just imagine if there was so many hackers out there. They see these things. So hopefully it maybe gave those companies, we need to have a backup plan.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Okay.
All right, you know what we're going to do now?
What are we doing?
We're going to take a quick break here on Good Day Orlando Extra, a special day. David Martin in the house. We love when that happens. And we'll be back with much more Good Day Orlando Extra right after this. There's a live view of the Kia Center.
Can I take my boat out Saturday?
Seas are going to get quite choppy by late in the day.
Noah knows. Watch Noah Bergeron weeknights on Fox 35.
Tonight's primetime lineup on Fox 35 is sponsored by Sadie Kia, Central Florida's favorite dealer.
With one simple rule. We want you to remember the lyrics of the song.
And I started as a
A new fantasy adventure is in theaters with a 2-day special event.
The film stars a star of an 80s classic, Tammy Stronach of The Never-Ending Story.
Love that, by the way. She joined us to talk about her new project and its nostalgic nods to films like the classics she was a part of. Here's Ashley Dvorkin.
I'm completely lost. So if you ask me who my nostalgic 80s stars are, for me, it's Molly Ringwald, right?
Okay.
She's like the
Brat Pack,
iconic 80, right? I don't know. I never saw this movie. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it in the theater.
Okay, back in the 80s?
Yeah, sure. I was a child.
You're still a child, David.
But the 80s movie for me, the best one,
Yes.
I think was probably one of two. Either Vacation with
Yes,
Chevy Chase
classic.
or Planes, Trains, and Automobiles,
Another
1987.
classic.
Yeah.
We made Colton watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles
Did it age well?
Thanksgiving, and he laughed. It was funny because the stuff that we found funny back then is not as funny now, right?
Sure.
But that's a great movie, probably one of the best.
Yeah.
16 Candles was my
It's a
favorite
classic
80s movie.
Do you notice how much they still play that?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing
yeah.
every time you see it, do you stop?
Every time I see it, I think, I can't believe my parents let me watch this. This is so inappropriate.
Racy. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and they'd probably cut some of it out, would be my guess.
Was Molly in Breakfast Club too?
Yes,
She was.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
the one I know. I don't know what was 16
And then
Candles.
Pretty in Pink, that was another big one back then. Say Anything. What was your favorite 80s movie?
Gosh, probably Vacation. Of all those, it's hard not to pick
And
that.
Beverly Hills Cop. It was my first R-rated
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
And it was, by the way, the new one on Netflix.
I watched it. It was a little cheesy.
It was terrible.
It was a little cheesy, but it was good. And then there's the Kevin Bacon all of a sudden pops up in it. So have you seen it yet?
I watched the first 10 minutes and we stopped watching. I gotta tell you. Because they start in this arena, it's like, what is going on?
No.
And I'm a big Eddie Murphy fan. I loved the first one and some of the others.
It was very nostalgic. I wouldn't give it, 5 out of 5 stars, but it was very nostalgic, and they really did bring back all the original
that
characters.
reminds me, Coming to America was another. I loved that movie.
it's
great.
And just after 20 years, years they brought back the second, and I enjoyed it, but it's not the first one.
No. All right, well, now that entertainment news, Marvel's one and only movie of the year hits theaters tonight. Deadpool and Wolverine sees the so-called Merc with a mouth team up with the X-Men's most popular mutant. Actors Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have been working together on this for years. It's also Marvel's first R-rated movie, and it's set to feature numerous cameos. Deadpool vs. Wolverine will be Marvel's first movie premiered this year, and many fans are excited, Amy and Ryan.
Okay.
This morning, we have a new survey that shows whether states are Team Wolverine or Team Deadpool.
It's kind of one-sided.
It does. 38 of us of the states prefer Deadpool over Wolverine. Florida is Team Deadpool. More than half of surveyors think Wolverine would beat Deadpool in a fight, but 61% would prefer to hang out with Deadpool over Wolverine.
Amy, and look at your favorite state. The Wolverine state is actually Deadpool.
Which is kind of funny, right? How did that happen? I haven't seen either of these movies. Am I the biggest loser on the couch today?
I don't know what I just read.
Okay.
So
I know of them. I know who the actors are.
You do?
I've seen parts of Deadpool.
I know who Hugh Jackman is.
Yeah.
Who is the Deadpool guy?
Well, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Ryan
Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool.
Okay, I know
See,
who
I've
they
seen
are.
him in a lot of those. I've not seen any Wolverines.
I'm
Like any of
confused
those
though.
movies.
If it's not Marvel, it's what's the other comic book company? DC Comics. I thought DC Comics already had an
Thank you.
R-rated
Is that Doug
movie.
in our ear
We're going to
telling
need
us
someone to
that?
stay in
Thanks,
our
Doug.
ear if we continue down this road.
Doug, if you could come out to the couch.
Yeah, Doug, we're just going to need you out
Thank
here
you.
right now.
That would be super helpful. He
See,
says
we
no, thank
admit
you.
we don't know some things.
Gosh, our age is showing
I feel
right now.
clueless this morning. I should have known that 80s movie. I didn't even know that.
The Never-Ending Story?
Oh.
Ryan and I can sing the
Yeah,
song.
we
for crying
could.
out loud.
That
Can
song
you?
is great. Absolutely.
What's the song?
Never-ending story. It went on and on. I'm not going to sing it for you.
It was never ending.
Yeah, it pretty much was.
I can't. Who's saying that? DeBarge.
Was it DeBarge?
I know El DeBarge.
Yeah.
It was a hit at the time. I remember that. I don't know if the movie did as well. Maybe that's why.
Apparently was.
Yeah.
No, I never saw it.
Song was a hit.
Didn't come to Delaware, Ohio.
All right, Good Day Orlando is going to return here, the extra part of our show at least, when we come back after the break. But first, remember, our question of the day is, which holiday do you want to celebrate today? Christmas in July or Summerween? The QR code is at the bottom of your
Pretty
screen.
well split.
Is it?
55-45.
With what?
Summerween is winning.
Of course it is. Good people. Back in a moment. Welcome back. If you can't sleep without the air or the fan blasting, it turns out there's a scientific reason why.
So in the Central Florida summers, most of us maybe turn on the air conditioner, we turn it way down, we sleep with a fan on, you know, we try to keep
I
cool.
just like the noise that I have to have every night. Well, Brian Webb has more on what conditions are the best for sleeping and why the warm summer nights are not it.
All right, so we all sleep kind of weird hours. What do you do to help yourself go to sleep at night?
Am I allowed to say?
Yeah.
It depends.
I hope. I don't know.
I've been known to have a small glass of red wine at like 9
That's
o'clock.
okay.
Common, I would think.
normal.
Yeah, my wife does that.
Although they say that that actually doesn't give you good sleep.
No,
Like,
it doesn't.
Yeah, but
And I know, I'm trying to get that.
right.
You know what it is? I just, I'm at the age now where I accept the fact that I'm not going to sleep well. I'm hoping
Really?
that changes. Yeah, I'm up every other, you know.
You feel like you're up all night, like you're not getting a good solid sleep.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I had a solid night's sleep.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
honestly.
pretty common on our schedule. What
It
time does your alarm
is.
go off?
It depends on where I am in
That's
the
true,
morning,
yeah.
right?
Like if you're in Putnam County or Busch Gardens or right?
Might be 4 a.m.
That's a long drive for you.
Yeah, exactly. And Paolo picks me up. He always knows when I have a bad night's sleep because he's like, "You're gonna sleep all the way up to Putnam County, aren't you?" Like,
So
Yes.
I've got to have the fan on. I've done it for years. It's just
Yeah.
that sound that, to me, it just lets you focus on it a little bit.
So it's more about the sound than the cooling effect
Absolutely.
for you.
I do like sleeping cool, so that helps, but
Yeah.
it's more the sound.
I
Like
see-
if I'm in a
yeah.
hotel, I miss the fan.
Agreed.
Me too. I actually have it. I have Sound Machine on my phone, and so it's called white noise, but it lets you pick. Here, I'll let you go. That's brown noise, which is actually
By the
my
way, that's
favorite.
what it sounds like in my ear when I'm out in the field with you guys all the time.
I'm sure it does.
And then here's pink noise. Oh, this violet, but pink is another good one. Listen to this.
Well, that's not
You hear
bad.
that? So like that actually helps me. And so if I'm in a hotel or whatever, but I also play it. I have an alarm. I have an old-fashioned alarm clock in my room, and I play that, and it really does help.
What's your temperature at night? What do you sleep at?
It's like 74, I think it is.
Okay.
That's too. Yeah, 74.
76.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 60.
If I control it, it's 76. If my wife does, it's lower.
Your wife likes it colder?
She likes it colder.
That's weird.
Oh, yeah, usually. Well, it depends what phase of life us women are going through.
Yes,
David.
it does.
You know,
This is true.
all depends. Don't go anywhere. We've got
Time to go to break.
much more Good Day Orlando Extra coming up right after this. Here's a live view this morning from our tower camera in Lake Mary.
Now, Good Day Orlando Extra.
Amy made it 30 minutes. I think a lot of people didn't think she'd make it that long. She's like, I'm tired of you too. She'll be back.
Clowns. All right, here in Central Florida, Ryan, we love our theme parks. You know that.
Absolutely.
Over on Fox Local, our streaming service, we are bringing the magic and thrills right to you.
This is pretty cool. Orlando Parks VIP. It's a new Fox 35 show. It gives you the VIP treatment, kind of an exclusive preview of upcoming rides, secrets to the parks. Here's a look at what you can expect. So pretty cool. You can stream episodes of Orlando Parks VIP right now on Fox Local. So many different things you can find on there. I remember, David, when you took us inside the cruise ship, that was pretty awesome. It's all on Fox Local, the Smart TV app. If you've not done that, download that and you can find Orlando Parks VIP. We were just talking in the video, just seeing Epic Universe there, how cool that's going to be.
Dude, that is going to be a game changer for the locals. I mean, if you don't have an annual pass now to Universal, you're going to get one now.
Yeah, and I think that we'll see. Are they going to do multi-park passes, or will they just do, you have to do that park?
Well, that's a good question. And do you have Disney passes?
We do.
Yeah, and so do we. And we always kind of go back and forth between the years because we want to give our love to all of them.
There was one time years ago we had all three at once, but we haven't done it since. When the kids were young,
Yeah, that can get pricey.
Now we're just Disney, can get very pricey.
Yeah, so very good. Fox Local, that's our TV streaming app. Check all of our local programming on there, including some stuff that you and I both have on there.
Yeah, absolutely. Orlando Matters on there, a lot of David's fun stuff. And we're not done with Christmas in July. We've got our red ties on, Amy. We are feeling the Christmas vibe, what, 5 months out?
Yes, and I found another person to add to Team Christmas. This is our good friend, Charlotte McCullough, joining us this morning. She is a family and relationship therapist, and we're talking about how to keep those warm feelings around your family going beyond Christmas time.
Yes.
Great to have you with us. You're so beautiful.
Nice to have you here.
Thanks
Thank you,
for
Amy.
coming.
Thank you.
I'm going to go find you right now and follow you. Thank you so much.
Thank
it was
you so
such a
much,
pleasure
Amy.
to have you
This
with
is
us.
awesome.
And Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to
And
you
happy
too.
Halloween.
Yes.
Thanks so much to Charlotte. We're celebrating. We don't care. We're going to have much more Good Day Orlando Extra coming up right after this. Don't go away.
Musician Jermaine Dupri. We do love you, but don't wear those socks.
Sherry, today at 11 on Fox 35.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, country music superstar Kane Brown, plus Down Home Fads, Chelsea and Cole DeBoer.
Today at 12 on Fox 35.
Hey, we want to remind you, we still have time to answer the question of the day. Which holiday do you want to celebrate? Christmas in July or Summerween? And we're going to reveal the answers at the
David, you're still leading. 55% Summerween.
Shocked.
I got some breaking news related to this.
Let's hear it.
If you don't mind, let me just read it real quick here. This came from my friend Gary Buchanan, who is head of marketing over at the Gaylord Palms. They've revealed their ice theme for 2024.
Nice.
You all ready?
Let's
I'm
hear
ready. I'm so excited.
And it's going to be pertinent to the conversation you and I had earlier. Buddy the Elf!
No way!
Yes!
It's Buddy the Elf.
Awesome.
I love that.
Oh my gosh. So last year it was Charlie Brown Christmas, and we had the best time. Although it was funny, you have to tell Gary that the kids tried to go down the ice slide. Okay, so here's the trick to going down the ice slide, okay? You have to have your jacket fully underneath your tushy.
Yes.
If you don't really slide.
Correct.
So Caroline did not have her jacket fully, so she was like
Inching on
She
down.
was like Innie the inchworm trying to get down the slide. And so anyway, just a note to it. It's so much. It's
We
fun,
did a morning
isn't it?
promo there 2 years ago. One of my favorite promos ever. Remember that?
Yeah.
We went through the ice.
And by the way, I don't think Gary Buchanan is head of marketing. I misspoke. I think he's a director of public relations.
He's the owner of Gaylord Palms.
I think he's the CEO.
Yeah, I think so. He built it.
Give him a raise.
That said, it is Elf at Gaylord Palms
I'm so
this year.
excited.
That's right. That was good breaking news because he teased us in the break. He said, "I've got breaking news,"
Was that
and
worth
you
it?
did. Yeah,
Okay,
I
good.
think so.
Very good.
It is
Absolutely.
it's my new favorite Christmas movie. It used to be Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
But now Elf is my favorite.
I can't wait till you're live there before.
Oh, we're going to be back there.
That's
Do
gonna
you
be
guys
good
know
stuff.
how old Elf is? What year?
It's 20 years.
20 years.
Aw.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, and unfortunately, Ed Kahn had passed away. He was so good in that show.
You mean Bob Newhart?
Bob Newhart. James Caan.
James Caan, yes. James Caan, yeah.
But
No,
Bob
James-
Newhart.
we've
Yeah,
lost both of them.
lost
Yeah,
both
we've
of them now,
lost
'cause
both of them.
those are two classics,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
absolutely.
By the way, Polar Express is our favorite.
Oh,
That's a good one,
great
too.
one, too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love the music.
Oh, let's talk about this. If you're looking for something for your summer dinner menu, we've got a good friend back.
Allie has got us covered. So she is cooking up elote pasta salad. Did I say that right? Allie, I hope that was right.
Elote, it's Mexican.
Call us from Houston
corn,
and let us
I
know.
think.
Here's a look. Love you, Allie. Ryan just said, that's a lot of pressure for Gibby. What if he didn't like it?
Right? Yeah.
He clearly did.
Yeah.
And a good husband knows.
And everything
that you
Allison
say,
made for us, we loved. What do you
What
say?
does a good husband know when you try your wife's cooking?
It's delicious.
Every time,
Yes.
even if you don't think so. You can find all of Allison's
Is that why my
recipes.
wife's not talking to me this week?
Potentially.
Be nice, David. We love Nina.
See, Amy's got these little tips that you need to pick up on.
You can find all of Allie's recipes on our Fox Local app under her show. It's called Allison's Cooking Diary. We just love her to pieces. We're so
Miss her.
happy that
We
she's
do.
happy she's in Houston. In case
Yep.
you're tuning in, you're like, whatever happened to Allie? She's working for Fox
With Fox at Houston. By the way, we've got fun ahead. We're going to do a little trivia contest on Christmas in July.
Oh, okay. very
You're
good.
hosting, David. You don't know this yet.
All right. I'm looking forward to it.
Should be fun. Stay with us so you can still answer our question of the day. This week on Orlando Matters, we'll hear from the Florida leaders at the RNC and take a look at the latest to combat violence downtown.
Today at 11 on Fox 35 Plus.
All right, the dance floor remix of our theme song. Also time to reveal the answers to today's questions. Which holiday do you want to celebrate? Christmas in July or Summerween? And 57% of you are right. You picked Summerween.
Amy and I want to recount.
Yeah.
But maybe it's
43%.
because people think it's stressful to Christmas shop, so I don't know. We lost. We backed a candidate that lost here.
Everybody knows Christmas is the better holiday, except for those people. Well, it is Christmas in July here on Good Day Orlando. That's right, Ryan and I are celebrating.
Yes, we are.
We do like to have a little bit of fun.
Yep.
It's Good Day Orlando Extra, after all.
I'm really worried about that. It is trivia time, and who is better than our own David Martin? So this could be fun for you and probably for you. I think I'm in trouble.
He's so funny. He's like, I don't know what the questions are or the answers, so it should be very interesting.
Right, it is time to test your movie quote memory. We all know Amy has a few favorites, but Ryan, we know you can keep up as well.
I'll
So it's
try.
time to battle it out. Here are the rules. I will read the quote and give all the answers. Then you must deliberate for a few seconds and wait until I call on you to give the answer. All right, let's try this. Here we go. Here's one that may sound familiar. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. What movie is that from? How, The Grinch, A Christmas Story, Elf, or Home Alone?
Wait. You have to wait till he calls on you.
Ryan, Elijah.
It's Elf.
I know this one, yes.
That was too easy.
That was easy.
That was too easy. Okay.
Here we go. The next question. So far, so good. Dad, you taught me everything I know about exterior illumination. What movie is that
That's
from?
easy, too.
That's an easy one. Santa Claus, Polar Express, Christmas Vacation, or A Christmas Story?
It's Christmas Vacation.
Yes, another classic.
Of course, yes, yeah. Okay.
All right.
I love that they have all this in the prompter, like deliberate, take time. No, we know the answers.
We know.
Come on, we
I'll
can do
have to
this
look at some
rapid
of our own
fire.
questions. Here we go. Next question, Christmas in July trivia. What's the matter? Haven't you ever seen a talking snowman before? I'm not sure this is a Christmas movie, is it? Maybe it is. Yes, it's a trick question. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Elf, White Christmas, or Die Hard? I thought they were going to have Frozen in there. I thought it was Olaf.
So, honestly, I was between A and D. I thought it was D, which would be Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Are we going Die Hard?
Yeah.
No.
No?
It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I think. That's what I thought it was.
Oh, you're right. That's a movie.
You threw me off.
It's not a movie.
I'm sorry. It's not a movie. It's a TV show. It's an hour-long animation.
Claymation?
Yeah.
Is it clay?
That's not a movie.
Amy.
Are we going to argue about this?
That was a movie back when we were kids.
We're going to file an appeal together. Yeah, Amy and I are appealing that answer.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, we missed it. We are sore losers.
Sorry. Haven't seen that one in a while.
I never thought it was such a bad titled little tree. It's not bad at all, really. Maybe just needs a little love.
Aww.
What movie is that from? The Holiday, Love Actually, It's a Wonderful Life, or A Charlie Brown Christmas?
Ryan, are we in agreement on this?
If it's a Charlie Brown Christmas, we are.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
That was that's a classic one.
Of course. One of my
And is that a movie, Amy? It's only 22 minutes.
It's also not a movie. Sorry, it's a TV show.
Question 5, and it looks like maybe our final one. Here we go.
We still 2.5 minutes left.
No,
we can debate this for a while.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. What movie is that from? Home Alone, Jingle All the Way, Home Alone 2, or A Christmas
so you're getting
Carol?
tricky and putting both Home Alones in there.
We know which one.
Yeah.
I don't know this one.
It's
Home Alone. Yeah, which is a classic.
Yes.
And I've never seen it.
You've never seen Home Alone?
I have
Oh,
not.
you're kidding.
No.
How is that possible?
I know. I've not seen Titanic either.
What?
Those are both shocking.
I know.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I've not seen Barbie.
Oh, well, that's a newer
Yeah, I
one.
saw
That
that.
one makes sense. It was good.
Wait, is it Home Alone 2?
Oh,
No.
Did you miss that?
Dang, you're wrong.
Well, it was in the hotel scene when he kept playing it back and over again.
Which one is Donald Trump in?
2, I believe.
2?
He's
Okay.
in 2.
All right, hold on. I'm Googling that. I don't
It might have been 2 because I remember he's sitting there and he played it over
Listen,
and over again. I thought it was the first one.
You are
Merry Christmas.
Maria is the producer of this segment, and Maria is never wrong. It's Home Alone 2, Lost in New York City.
Really?
Yeah, we missed that one.
But I don't think I've ever seen that one.
That was kind of a trick question at the end.
Is there
Hold
a
on,
Home
I'm
Alone
looking
3?
it up.
So, David, what do you
No,
watch
you're
if
right.
you don't watch the classic
it says
movies?
Home Alone 2, 1992.
Like when you're at home, if you're watching, what would you watch?
I like to watch gritty dramas on Netflix.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like an Ozark kind of guy.
Yeah.
Better
Yeah.
Call Saul.
Yeah.
It drives my wife crazy because she can't watch that stuff. It's too impactful on her.
Too dark.
Too dark.
Yeah.
My
And-
wife and I watch in separate rooms a lot. So
Oh,
we just
you?
have different interests, yeah.
Yeah. What are you watching right now? Tell him.
Ted Lasso.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm watching Ted Lasso.
It's so good.
We're going to start. We just got Apple Plus. We're going to start the Benjamin Franklin series with
Nice.
Oh, that'll be good.
what's his name? Michael Douglas.
I thought you were going to say Ed Con.
That was. All right,
Poor
our
James
winner
Caan.
tonight is it's Brian and Amy. They both got all questions right and the one wrong.
I don't know if we did or not,
We
but
did it.
we'll go
We
with it.
missed
Is that the end of the show?
We missed the
Oh,
Rudolph
it's
the
the end of the-
Red-Nosed
okay.
Reindeer, and we missed the Home Alone 2. I could have sworn that was the original. Now I got to go back and watch the original.
Fair warning to both of you. I'm back here tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
I'm
with
looking
you.
forward to it. Nice.
Can't wait.
First
Great
time
job
all
today.
together. This was a lot of fun.
This is
Great
fun. Do it
job,
again
David
tomorrow.
Martin. We love you. And thanks to everybody for watching Good Day Orlando Extra.